Well, hello, everybody. This is Richard. We tried to put together a GoToMeeting session on Thursday night to catch people up who were not able to attend last night and to pass on any additional information to those who might be interested. We will get our ability to communicate online together over the next several weeks, and we will push on forward. But right now, let me just go to something we talked about last night. First of all, I promised everybody that I would give them a link to Napoleon Hill's presentation about the findings he came up with in his in writing his book Think and Grow Rich. And I've presented that over here at this area right here on the email which I sent out to everybody. And this is a link to the course where Napoleon Hill actually presents his 17 sessions on Think and Grow Rich, and he passes out the key for understanding the elements of what's required to be successful, personal success, that he determined from his research that he had done under the auspices of Andrew Carnegie, and he talks about it in that first session of Think and Grow Rich, the full movie on it, and I highly recommend that people go read it because it basically tells you that basically we all are born with the capability of having complete control over our minds, and we can direct our minds to any purpose that we would wish to. And if we can believe what it is we'd like to do, that we can achieve it. And if you realize that the universe was created with the elements of life within it, and we now have recent evidence, in fact, that that life, elements of life, is evident here very soon after the original Big Bang went off. Millions and millions of years ago. What you can say is this, is that the universe was created with the elements of life within it as we know it today, because the elements that we have within each of us that was inherited from the original creation has given us the capability of surviving and growing on our planet, to the point where we are today, which led us down the path of people migrating around the whole planet and finally ending up with building a new and better world here in the United States of America, in which freedom is a prevalent element of it. And we can all then take that as an element, as a part of what's inborn into us, as a way in which we can better ourselves and better humanity. And so that we all have then that capability within us, according to what it is that Napoleon Hill determined in his research of the leading entrepreneurs of his era. And he captured that and then passes on to all of us what it is that we can do to continue that trend of contributing to improving the future for all those who are living today and would be living in the future. And we have that capability within us, because then our responsibility, I believe, to go ahead and pursue that and contribute what we can in our search for continuing the progress of what it is that life is all about. And one of the ways we can do that is through learning how it is that we can build a business, and that's the portion of that is what we're talking about in this course, of building a business and giving you the path of getting there, so that can give you the wherewithal and the means then of building your mastermind worldwide through your business and taking on your part of continuing the progress, moving into the future and helping others. So that is what we can take away from Napoleon Hill's presentation here, and I commend it all to you. We move on forward in our course, in which we're looking at, and I'll do a little bit of review from last night. Let me just show you this, which came up. This is when does a circle become a straight line? And let me show you this, just to show you that that our perceptions of the way things are not always correct. And I found this rather fascinating. If you just look at that, and the question is, when does a circle become a straight line? And it says each one of the balls is moving in a straight line, and it's going to demonstrate it. Look at that. You can see, maybe can't see it, but now he's going to move it to showing you one ball at a time. Now that to me is to show you how our perceptions can be incorrect, and all we have to do is open our minds and take a new look at the world, and that's what it is that we're trying to do in teaching you all how it is that you might be able to build a business using the internet. And let me just take it one step further here, going down to present that. Okay, here is the forum which everybody is invited to participate in, which I put on there. And if you need to get access to the forum, again, just go back to that email that you got when you logged in, and you'll be able to do this. And you come down in here into the general area over here, and these are some of the comments which have been posted there. You can read those comments there, and then go over to this area right over here, and I'll move this over a little bit, and post a new topic yourself, and we'll be able to then have dialogue and communicate using this forum as one of the ways in which we can do it. Of course, it's password protected, but we need to be communicating with each other, because the course success is dependent upon people helping each other out and communicating, and the people who are taking the course together can be elements of setting up mastermind communities which can help each other out in being successful. And so your commitment to helping others through interaction with them through the course in our class sessions and our online and in-class sessions are a way in which we can do that. So I thank you who have been helping others, and I encourage you to help others as we move forward. And the ways in which you can contact me is through the website on the contact page, through my telephone number 843-834-0226, or through my email address richard.dowell@gmail.com. And when you have a problem, just give me a call or something that you need to talk about, and we'll get you there online or on a telephone, and we'll talk about it and get you to the next spot so that you aren't stuck any place and you are moving forward. And where we all are right now is moving to coming up with our best site concept. And last night, everybody at least came up with one site concept. We talked about it last night, and that's the reason I'm asking each one of you to share your site concepts online or any place in which we can share them amongst each other. And people can learn from those. And as we go forward next week, in which we talk about monetization and adding that as a way in which to view your website concept, which will be sort of the final step that you'll take before you select one of those site concepts, you'll go forward and you'll be able to then to take a look at your web business that you're going to be building in the context of how it is you can generate income from it, and that will be sort of the final step in crystallizing your view about your web business and the one you want to select and pursue as you move forward building your business. Forums is one of the ways in which we communicate. We'll be also communicating on the Facebook forum, and I've sent out a message to everybody asking you to send me your Facebook name so I can invite you then to become a member of this, and I sent that email out earlier today. And this will be another way in which we can communicate, and it'll also be a way of training you on how it is to use Facebook as a way of communicating with others. Okay, we'll move forward here. Again, this is the resources page, and from this page there are a number of links on here. You come down here and you can access Brainstorm it directly from here. You'll need your username and password to get in. You log into SiteCell, you can do it directly right from here. The checklist here is your guide for each one of your sessions. If we go over here, for example, and we go down then to session 4, which is the next session, this will tell you 3, what it is that should be accomplished through session 3. 4 over here is what it is you're going to do over here. You're going to take a look at monetization options, and you're getting preparation for that. And then we'll be talking in much greater detail next week about monetization and how that influences your selection of your final site concept. And from there, we move from finalizing your site concept to building it out further and building your master keyword list up and entering the keywords then into your site content blueprint spreadsheet, which we passed out last week and we talked about yesterday, as a way in which you can then describe the architecture of what your web business is going to be. It's sort of like going into a supermarket and you look at the store's name at the top. You walk inside the door, then you'll see the name of the departments, produce, and all those areas. And each one of those departments, then there are items which are in there, which are going to be your third tier pages of the items which are in each one of the departments, which are your second tier pages that you'll have on your website. Use this as your main guide to getting you through each one of the sessions that we talk about over here. And then we go back, we close this page and come back to here. And remember, your action guide over here is your lessons. If we go over here, you'll be able then, after you sign in with your username and password, and I'm going to use my West Point class website, which I use, and I happen to remember, I hope. And I can log in there, and now it should take me right to the action guide once I've logged in over here. And then day 3, day 4 over here, you'll be reading here the action guide here, and then watching the videos over here for monetization options. And also then there'll be the presentation which I give, and the presentation slides that go along with my presentation, which will all be augmenting your understanding of what session 4 is all about. And we'll be moving forward from that. If you have any questions, make sure you get in touch with me, and I will provide answers to you. Okay, we'll keep on moving on. Over here, back to these areas. Just remember that one of the today's sessions in session 3, the first page on the presentation talks about accessing the forums, and it walks you through the steps of doing that. Now, I recommend that you go through that page and access the forums and go take a look at the SBI forums, because you will use that as an asset down the road as you go through your monetization options and see what other people's challenges have been as they've gone through the same steps that you are going through right now. And you have a worldwide community out there ready to help you in any questions that you might have, and they will give you help and help you along the way. All right. Once again, this is our website is our main central portion for supporting the site. Over here, course, your Warrior Forum is over here. Go into that and answer and exercise, react to, enter information in your forum over here so that we can benefit from your insights and your contributions to this. And we'll go back to this area over here. And we'll go back to then the Warrior Forum, where you can interact over here. Of course, resources over here, where all your links are. And then if you go to the online meetings, you simply go to this link and just log in to go to the meeting right here. Is where it is that you would log into that, and that will join the meeting that we've had scheduled. And when we have a scheduled session, and then we'll be able to interact, and I'll be able to screen share with you and go over any problems or challenges that you're having, and we can walk our way through them. And I highly encourage you to use these capabilities, and you will, as you learn how to use them, that will improve your capability to build your web business, and we can be helping you in doing that. So let me know if you have any questions. Thank you very much for joining me on this session, and I will post this so that everybody can benefit from this session, and look forward to seeing you next week, and we talk about monetization as we move forward to starting to actually build our web business using the master keyword list, which you're developing as a part of your preferred site concept. Let me know if you have any questions, and so we can move forward in helping you build your successful online business. Richard Dow, out. I'm ending the meeting for everybody.